Cavani. You might, if you watch La Liga, remember him from a Leganés defender, Argentinian. He is picking up Linares, Hero. Back to Martin. One of the few players who I've seen score a header from a corner in Kings League.
That's not very common.
No, it's difficult to get a corner to someone's head in this competition, we've got to say.
Obviously, because of the distance from the corner to the box is very close, and it's not easy to get the ball elevated to that.
Exactly, not with the power.
Exactly.
Augusto Fernandez has come on as well for Sayan's number 24. Well travelled Argentinian, plays for Atletico Madrid, Zaragoza in La Liga. Now doing a decent job, really intelligent player in Kings League. And now Sayan's just getting a little bit of control. Hero, he goes down, he asks for the penalty. We've got VAR here, as you can see our referee.
When you say here, literally here.
Occupying more and more space, if I may comment. Play on. Again, it's Augusto. Mr. Kerr, that was the far post, and was collected there by Julen Vertko, Belgian player. He's played for Nice and Lokeren, so a bit of footballing experience in this team, one of the star players for juniors.
We were talking before coming on the air, what's going to be very interesting to see is how these wildcard teams adapt to the format of Kings League. Obviously, the teams from Spain and Americas know how this is, but maybe not the wildcard teams. We'll see.
Yeah, they've got some names on the pitch, it has to be said, juniors. Number 10, Anis Ben Khatira, the Tunisian player. Tunisian international, been champion of Tunisia. He's played for Hamburg, Karlsruhe, Eintracht Frankfurt. Number 5, Daniel Grosinski, 204 games for Mainz and Karlsruhe. These are not lads that picks up in the park.
So we do have a bet in place. The first person to get hit by a ball,
we're wondering
either you, Paul, or Bruno, or myself, will have to pay the beers for the English casters, because
Bruno's at an advantage. He's behind us. And a second, here's a chance, and rifled over the bar there by Ali Ibrahimovic. David Lopez. It took me ages to realise he was a quality player, David Lopez. Up Athletic, David.
For sure.
Played for Athletic Club Bilbao, began his career at Osasuna. Augusto. And Hero this time, shots flying in, so we're 7 against 7 now. And normally you do get a goal to open things out in these first few minutes. We've not had one today, but I'm really impressed how juniors have got into this match.
I think juniors have started pretty well. I insist, I think it's going to be very important for these wildcard teams to adapt quickly to the format and rules of Kings League.
Oh, lovely dribbling there, but in the end just runs away from Sergi Gesti. Bit of pace on the break there.
Look at Mario Götze. He's just quietly, calmly sitting there, analyzing what his team is doing.
Yeah, some of our club presidents are here in Mexico. Some obviously watching from a distance. Maybe listening to us in English. Here's Tim Boff. By the way, the only keeper that juniors have on their team sheet.
Not common.
We hope he doesn't get sent off.
Of course, that's going to be.
There's Pablo Fernandez, pushes that across the area. Evading everyone. Just to remind you as well, if you didn't know, 7 aside, you can have rolling substitutions. You can bring your players on and off, bring them back on whenever you want.
The only rule is they have to do it in the substitution lane, which you can see right at the half-field mark.
Exactly, and any infringement, certainly early on, is penalised. David Lopez to take the throw-in. To Mantovani. Augusto, three. La Liga top flight professionals there, David Lopez, Mantovani, Augusto. And then the other players brought in. So Daniel Linares has been outstanding so far in 2024.
Julian, next ball. Okay, next, when we have the ball. Jungs, passt auf.
Sayan's coach
Passt auf.
is Dani Romo. Coach, by the way, for juniors is Damir Agovic. Throw in for Augusto. Danger with Mantovani in the area. There he is looking to get for it. Sorts going on in that box. It was nodded away by Brosinski.
I didn't see anything to penalize there in that throw-in. Throw-ins are a good way to get the ball in the area.
And then again, Mantovani launches himself like a Mexican eagle. Or like an Argentinian eagle, really. Yeah, I think you can penalise that if you want to.
Hey, I'm checking, okay? I'm checking.
Referee's just checking to see if there's a card here. By the
I
way,
have the TV cameras, so I'm checking. Everything they told me.
Thank you.
a couple of more things. Referee's mic'd up, you can hear the conversation.
Hey,
We'll try and translate when they're in Spanish.
But we have the cameras, okay?
And sometimes we don't need to translate.
Definitely, and that's good for us.
Say later on, our next game is going to be really interesting as well. Peluche de Calgary, the home local favourites.
The huge local favorites. They didn't have a good Final Four.
But they've already shown their intent in a recent friendly where they beat Pio in Monterrey.
Yes.
About 1,000,000 degrees centigrade.
Monterrey, you guys are going to love Monterrey. That stadium where the Final Four is going to be held at is one of the best stadiums, I would dare to say, in Latin America. And it's going to be one of the stadiums that hosts the 2026 FIFA World Cup.
So we're just going to give it a trial run for the Final Four, which will be on the 8th of June. We've got 2 weeks of almost non-stop Kings League World Cup ahead of you. We'll explain how the format goes as well. It's what they call it. I've never even heard the term before. Swiss.
I haven't heard the term either. Like, I've never heard that.
Basically, everyone plays one game. The winners of the first game qualify for the next round. The rest have to play basically a repechage. You know, it's another redemption match. The 8 winners of that also go through, and then basically it's a straight knockout.
So if you win 2, you're into next round. If you lose 2, you go home.
You win 1, you're into the next round. You get a second chance. I think if you're coming a long way, you need a second bite at things, don't you?
So we're halfway through the first half here. It's still 0-0.
Yep. Even, I'd say Sayan's starting to get a little bit on top. It was a bright start from Junior.
It was. The game started pretty dynamic. You could see 2 or 3 approaches on each area, but now the rhythm died down a little bit.
I think a couple of these teams, that's just, by the way, just got away with that challenge there, Ben Khatira. A couple of things we should point out. It's about 25 degrees, maybe a bit more here, even though it's only 11 o'clock in the morning in Mexico City. And a factor to bear in mind, we're at over 2,200 meters here.
That's right.
So if these teams, especially the European teams, haven't come over with a time to adapt, to acclimatise, you do suddenly find yourself going,
Well, we have had record-breaking temperatures here in Mexico City over the last 2 months, which is over 30 degrees, 33, 34, which is maybe not too hot for some cities in the world, but for Mexico City, it's pretty hot. And then you add And it's at 2,300 meters above sea level.
And it's a bit humid as well.
It is a little bit humid. Fortunately, the AC's on, and we're doing just fine.
Yeah, AC could be on a little bit more, to be brutally honest. You know it's not on high enough when you try and stand up and you're stuck to your seat. So, corner for juniors. We're so close to the picture that I actually have to lean outside the cabin to see what's happening. That's lined up nicely for...
I'm telling you, first one to get hit by a ball has to pay the beers for everyone.
You should be the one who gets the beers, but... Once again, Boff, nice little ball out from the back. Here's a chance looking for some movement out wide, but too late to get forward there. Halimi allows Mantovani just to start pulling the strings. Let's get to David Lopez. Makes a run to deep, does David, and that's a great ball.
Oh, that was close.
Flicked away by Dombo. Max Dobrovka, to give him his full name.
That was Dumbo right on time. That was a very, it could have been something very important for Sayan's.
Dombo with an O, not a U, by the way, just in case you were wondering.
D-O-M-B-O.
Laid out there, he is again.
That was an interesting opportunity for Sayan's. Probably one of the most interesting ones we've had in the first half so far.
Right, just as well, again, if you see, we've got this, not a particularly high roof here in the KL arena here in Mexico City. Within throwing distance, if you've got a strong arm, of the Azteca Stadium. Scene of the crime in 1986.
It is 5 minutes away, Azteca Stadium, which is going to be a big scenario tonight here in Mexico City.
And we're 14.5 minutes gone, 3.5 minutes to the 18th minute, which is when we have another one of our Kings League idiosyncrasies. One of the things, something that can absolutely change the game. It all depends on the roll of the dice. David Lopez again. Danny Linares, he can hit it. He did hit it. It was deflected by Dombo.
Which, by the way, it's looking, I think that 18th minute is going to be very refreshing for both teams.
Even at the moment, both teams creating chances, half chances. 18th minute, we have a dice thrown on. The number that comes face up will tell us how many players on each side will play the last 2 minutes plus injury time. Rolling down this side, Dani Linares takes it, gives it back to his keeper, Dani Perez. Gives it back to Dani and Mantovani.
I might go for Dani Linares' look. His hairdo is amazing.
You wait till you see Roble from the Troncos. The Troncos striker. Oh, well played, Dani Linares. Up to that to David Lopez. That was a late challenge. Referee's given the advantage. I'm not sure there is one now. Once again, I'm pretty sure the people next to us in the VAR room are fiddling frantically with their screens. Oh,
That was late.
Oreja of escolta para no
That's
fuera
later
yellow
than an
card. So I'm
airport
waiting and
taxi.
you have the ball. Okay? That's the protocol I'm using. I'm waiting, I can the ball on the play, and then we come back. Yeah, like I say, I'm going with the play, and I can come back for a yellow card. Okay?
Then come back.
You good?
Yellow card, by the way, is 2 minutes in the sin bin.
I'm playing advantage.
And your team
I'm
down
playing
to a
advantage.
player less.
Okay? So we good? It was a contact, but not for a yellow card, okay? I'll check it.
Oof.
Hey, you good? You good?
Putting the bar high there, the referee, isn't he?
Yeah.
Contact, but no yellow card.
So
okay,
I think we're going to
that's
see
okay.
intense contact now.
Vale.
given this
You just saw the
play.
game yesterday. The Cuervos,
Thank you, team.
they were a physical team.
They are a physical team.
Yeah, he crossed the legs. He crossed the legs.
Presided over by the Mexican
Yes.
influencer Mercedes Roa. We spoke to Bruno and I after. She was very nice. She was very, very nice,
Mercedes.
Very nice. It's again David Lopez.
So it's going to be Miguel Ayun throwing the dice.
One of our Kings League bigwigs along with Gerard Piqué. There's Sekic. As the clock ticks down to what could be a vital moment in this match. Have they got a chance to make it count? 3 seconds. No, they haven't. So the first throw of the dice.
I think before this throw of the dice,
Ay, pues
this is whatever
mi
tomorrow from
pronóstico
Lucha Caligari.
es que el América
He's
va a
one
ser
of the
campeón
presidents
y de los
of
dados,
that team.
tres.
That's a
Venga,
heavy
tres.
old dice as well,
Ahí
by the
está.
way, let me tell you.
Eso, está bien, me gusta, me
I
gusta.
always never quite remember which that is. One against one
With the goal.
with the keeper. So we're like we were in the first minute. I always get mixed up when it's 1 against 1, 2 against 2, 1 against 1 with the keeper.
So if it's the logo, it's 1 against 1 with the keeper. If it's without the logo, it's without the keeper.
So this is likely to change things.
Hopefully, I mean, the game started very interesting. It was very dynamic, and then for a moment there, I think the rhythm died down a little bit. I think Sayans have had the better chances. You can see they're in better shape and in better rhythm. But juniors have had a very good defense.
Juniors haven't looked like novices, have they? That's the thing.
That's right, yeah.
That's the big thing. I mean, I think that's an interesting thing to take from this.
That play by Dumbo was very important. That was a clear chance for, that could have been a clear chance for Sayans.
So we're going to be, for juniors once again, it's going to be Sekic and Tim Boff, who won't be able to come out of his area. Is he allowed out of his area in this? I think he is. Once again, the two tend to change things. Once again, it's Danny Linares. You can make changes, of course, so sometimes we see big changes.
I think he got confused. It looked like
I think the
he was
referee got a bit
confused.
confused
Yeah.
there, yeah. By the way,
A lot of people are learning as they go here in the Kings World Cup.
one thing that is we should also highlight is that you can't, if you go and run for the ball in the centre, you can't play it forward, which is why that ball there went for Hero. Doing a good defensive job there. And this is lung-busting stuff for the players on the pitch. It is non-stop, forwards and backwards once again. Danny Perez makes
So vamos a
a
agregar
block.
uno, ¿correcto?
So 1 more minute to play here after the 20th, obviously, for injury time.
And once again, Hero, has he got an angle? He hasn't, but well blocked anyhow by Buff.
That was very smart by Boff.
And somebody else used to point out, in this sort of situation, because you can't take a corner to your keeper, the ball goes out of place, an automatic goal kick.
And now it's
Danny,
Linares in, of course.
bit of a specialist in this sort of situations, is Danny. He wanted a goal kick, he wanted the ball for that thing, it's just been towed away from him, it hasn't.
And for
For the juniors.
juniors, it's Brosinski.
That's a good strong run from the number 5. And that is right across the face of goal. Well, we've been close to a goal.
Not quite there yet.
So again, Danny Linares. Play you would fancy in this sort of situation. It's been well blocked though. Well defended by Brosinski, keeping his eye on the ball all the time. He just runs out down this near touchline. Referee had a good view.
The crowd here are cheering on juniors. You can hear them on the stands.
600, capacity for 600 people in here. It's been expanded from 500 that we had in the Kings America. And there is the opening goal.
¡Vamos! ¡Vamos, Pablito!
Just strokes it home, doesn't he?
Right in that corner where the goalie can't reach the ball. It hits the post and then it goes in. There's our first goal of the match. It took a while there.
This just shows that when the dice is thrown, it can be decisive.
It changes.
We're battling away there with Verco. And the referee says, sorry, son, that is half-time. 1-0, that goal from Pablo Fernandez, giving Sayan a narrow half-time lead here in the KC Arena in Mexico City. See if we can hear anything from the dugouts or the presidents as we get a bit of a connection.
Ich meine, klar, wir haben jetzt eins reingekriegt am Ende, aber als krasser Underdog.
No, digo chicos, lamentablemente no es corto.
The Gref saying he can't hear, but that doesn't really matter because I don't think he speaks German anyhow.
So how's your German?
Studied it at school.
No, digo
Really?
chicos,
That was a long time ago, Juan Carlos.
¿Probando?
I could actually sort of go to Germany
Es que
and
no
buy
oigo, no
food and
escucho la
everything.
pregunta.
Oh,
si
really?
queréis que
Oh,
haga,
yeah. No, I
un
couldn't
análisis
buy
del
beer 'cause I
partido.
was only 16.
Juniors Alemania están sorprendiendo muchísimo. Creo que para ser su primer partido en este formato está siendo
They're saying
espectacular
to be
el
their
rendimiento
first,
que están teniendo. Pero bueno,
game in this
por
format,
suerte en el dado hemos
they've been
aprovechado. Pablito ha
surprising.
marcado el 1-0. Todavía quedan los penaltis, las
We have,
cartas.
more
Es
to go
una
here,
tremenda locura. Pero enhorabuena por el
But it's
nivel que
crazy,
están
but
mostrando.
congratulations on the level they've shown on their first match here at the Kings World Cup. And I agree with that. To be their first match with this format, it's not easy to adapt right away to the
Es que
rules.
chicos, si no se escucha yo no
But
puedo hacer más. Lo siento mucho.
I think juniors
Nadie
have
te
had
preguntó,
a
crack.
good match.
Perdón.
Yeah, it's been pretty even, hasn't it? I mean, think about the saves
Ahora
that
encima
Danny
me escucha.
Perez made in Sayan's goal. I mean, he's made 3 or 4 big saves. Drink Prime, one of our sponsors. I tell you what, there's going to be a lot of Prime drunk today. It
¿De
is
acuerdo?
warm in here.
It is
Entonces,
warm.
aquí
It's
a este de
humid here
aquí,
in Mexico
pum,
City.
central. Pum.
I hope some of
Boom.
the teams and you guys
Boom.
can have
Y estamos a
the
pares.
chance to look
Lo
at the
tenemos,
city.
¿no? Tenemos que ser agresivos aquí.
Very
Si
beautiful.
robamos en esta, vamos a
For 2
tener
weeks, so
ocasiones como la que ha
hopefully
tenido
you will
Jorrillo aquí en el
But
pase
it is pretty
o otra
intense in
transición
here.
que hemos
It is.
tenido.
First Kings
¿Vale?
World Cup,
Más cosas,
32
en el balón
teams.
parado,
Especially
chicos.
today and
Tenemos
next
que tener
Sunday,
cuidado,
too. We're
¿vale?
gonna
Si
have
juegan
8,
rápido o no.
an 8
Por favor,
match
estaros muy pendientes sobre todo de este
day
pase de aquí, ¿vale? Si juegan
from
atrás,
11 a.m. local
salimos.
time
Luego,
up to
saque de
almost
banda.
7 p.m. local time.
And beyond, because I tell you, these matches are scheduled for an hour. They tend to go a little bit
Hour and 10 minutes, maybe.
longer, a little bit longer, but not too much, because if you have a TV schedule to follow,
Exactly. that TV time kills you.
yep. So anyhow, all ready to go, counting down for the start of the second half. 1-0 to Sayan's. Everything still to play for. In this half, we will see a few more idiosyncrasies from the Kings League. We don't have presidential penalties in this. Sometimes we have the presidents take a penalty, but we do have each team. Oh, we do have a presidential penalty each. Oh, that is good. The little light blue stripe shows that we have a presidential penalty, which means that sooner or later the Gref will come down. I don't know if he'll be wearing his yellow wig, but he will come down and take a penalty. And I'm not sure, obviously Gott says not here, but his side will probably, to compensate, take a penalty shootout. We also have our secret cards, which can also have a big effect on the game, and scrambled away. And then the last 2 minutes, referee thought about that, thought about it, and then blew. Sayans aren't quite as happy about that decision.
They were not happy at all. They felt the advantage they had going forward. That was what, 4 of them going towards goal.
Not sure about that fall from Sekic. Little bit of...
I think it's going to take the referees also a minute to adapt here to the rhythm of 7 against 7. It's going to be interesting to see what juniors can do to come back in this game. Those 2 last minutes of the first half were very important, obviously for Sayan, that gave them the advantage. 1-0 here.
One goal is, well, it can be enough, but you can't take it for granted that it's going to be enough.
I agree, it's not enough. 1 goal is not enough. It's quite a crowd here today. It's packed.
Yeah, and it swaps and changes. I'm sure there'll be more for our next match, which is Peluche.
One of the favorites here.
They're not cuddly toys, though.
And then the last match you're gonna have today is Ranisa, champions of the Kings League Americas. Less than a month ago here at Azteca Stadium.
They were nice. We were just hanging around yesterday, and a couple of the Ramis said, "Hello, how are you doing?" And came up and shook our hands. And we went, "Who are you?" We will now know, however. We've done the homework overnight. See, I knew he played in England. David Lopez, he played nearly 200 games in La Liga, and then he played 2 seasons with Brighton and Hove Albion.
Ah.
1-0, that's a decent ball out of the back from Sao. Apologies for the pronunciation.
Sayans have had longer possessions, and they've had the ball more.
And that is good news, because that wears your rivals out. They have to run more. As we say, it is. The air conditioning hits the pitch a bit more than it does in these commentary boxes, but it's still pretty warm out there.
And the altitude, that is definitely something that can affect the players that haven't played in Mexico City before.
There's Ben Khatira, number 10, as I say. Long experience in Germany, a Tunisian champion. Tunisia is certainly one of the strongest African nations in football.
They've grown a lot. Their football has, well, actually, no, historically.
Always been getting a World Cup. Yeah, pretty calm start to this second half. Danny Linares unleashes that one, and he got down to it well, did Tim Bott. Does well, in fact. Not a tall keeper. Showing his agility there.
I'm trying to figure out why they only have 1 goalkeeper. That's going to be interesting to see if something happens there.
Hung in the air, but good claim. And he's got that one going quickly, throws it out to Verkos. Experienced Belgium. Appeals for offside. Offside only valid in that last line, level with the penalty area, by the way. And shot came in there from Khatira. Bit of a late offside, but better late than never. Yeah, just to clear off the offsides. It is just in that white line that runs along the edge of the penalty area. Only inside that.
So that grey area going from side to side.
It's very appropriate, isn't it? Because offside is so often a grey area.
I agree.
Especially now with the VAR. Bring in the semi-automatic VAR. We haven't got that, by the way. I see Daniel Linares, just to remind you, 21 goals in that last split in Spain.
Pablito came on for Sayans.
Scored the only goal so far. Played out once again to Ahmed Asawa. Whoa. Hit hard, but once again comfortable for Dani Perez.
That was a good shot.
Oh. Once again, Ahmed hitting that. Mantovani.
And just a reminder, the secret cards have to be played before the 38th minute.
Yeah, there's several of them. There was a star player whose goal is worth double. There is a 4-minute period when any goal used your team scores is worth double. You can have a player of the rival team sanctioned for 4 minutes. You can have a penalty.
Or a joker.
Or a shootout from the halfway line. Or a joker, which allows you to make your choice.
That's the best one.
Probably the best one. Because that's like getting all of the others. That's offside, I thought, but referee's played on. Dani Linares tells well. Plays it to Pablo. And that's out for a throw-in for Nunez. Need a goal to get back into this. Mantovani's challenging like he's still at Leganes. Looking reasonably comfortable though in defence at the moment, Sayans.
And just a detail, this is a brand new pitch. This is different from what they used at Kings League Americas. It's better, they upgraded the pitch for the Kings World Cup.
Oh, important challenge there. Once again, it looked as if Verka was going to get through. Just picked up a little knock there.
Not enough for a foul.
I don't think there's anything there. Might have just tweaked something slightly. And once again, taking the time.
They are in no hurry.
No. Just that wee bit short. And David Lopez just plays that inside to Mantovani. So they've got wealth of experience at the back, you know, like top flight experience. Mantovani, Agosto, and David Lopez. Decent ball over. Just misread that slightly, Agosto. Tahiri. Shooting chance here, and that is painfully close. That was Halimi who tried that left foot shot, and that licked the paint off that right post there of Dani Perez. Still waiting for our presidential penalties and our secret card. So
I don't know why that's surprising. Juniors have had 11 shots.
Dani's made quite a lot of saves, so let's not forget Dani Perez.
Yeah.
Physical battle there from Ben Khatira, 35 years old now. So our next match, we've got Peluche, and they're playing De Tostra, who are the Belgium team, who have two Hazard brothers in their side, including...
That's going to be interesting to see.
Including Eden Hazard. How fit is Eden Hazard? Talent, we don't question.
We do not question. Let's see how he's doing. We know that his career has always been full of injuries. Hopefully this is not the case here in Mexico.
To be fair, it wasn't too bad until he joined Real Madrid. Then he got
Exactly,
injured
yeah.
all the
And
time.
Chelsea was amazing. And then Real Madrid was not good for him.
Still only 33, so he's only hung up his boots a year ago, so... If he's been putting in the training, and watching Hazard should be really, really impressive. And his younger brother's playing as well.
Yeah, the yellow card for number 20 for Sayan, David Lopez. So that means he's going to go out for 2 minutes, and someone can come in to substitute him.
No, they're down to 6 men now for 2 minutes.
Too obvious.
But yeah, the secret card.
So what have they got? Let's see what secret card they have. Time wasting. Is that in for that? They are very strict on it, on time wasting in Kings League. Once again, Danny Perez gets down. Secret card will be used at the next stop. Once again, Danny denies Mohamed Tahiri. Once again, 3 against 3, 4 against 3 here. Chance again, and that is the equaliser. It's Tahiri who makes it 1-off, but the offside flag is up. I'm sure we'll have a revision of it. I don't know if it's for Tahiri or who.
Let's see the maybe
Who put it across?
the assist, right? Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, hard to say from there.
So I need to, come on. Hey.
Is it Mohamed Youssef who put it across?
To make sure it's good. Okay, just wait for me.
It's not too clear to me yet. I haven't seen it very clearly if it's an offside or not. We'll see.
Offside. Okay.
Well, offside it is. So we should get the secret card used
Too
now.
much going on.
Too much going on, says the referee.
There is, okay, so we've had the stop, we've had the
Okay,
review.
secret card.
Secret card now then.
Secret card for juniors.
Yeah, just in front there.
Right,
isn't it?
yeah.
Secret card for junior for suspension 4 minutes. Who's the player?
So it's a, see, they're using this. So another player, they can choose who is off for 4 minutes. So that means that that Sayan for at least a minute and a bit will be with just 5 players on the pitch.
Captain, number 5. Number 5, captain.
They should have used, well, they tried to use it earlier, but the ball kept in play.
Captain.
Right, yeah.
Come on.
They actually pulled it out right when it was the yellow card, right?
Yeah, straight away. That's which is
They don't
smart
cut that.
use.
It was very smart, yeah.
4 minutos.
It's like sort of kick a man when he's down, I think is the policy.
Yeah.
Which is not really good, but in Kings League, this sort of move
If
is
you can
very
take
good.
advantage of this, it's very useful.
No, exactly. There is, you see as it goes on, there is that use, that tactical use of, whoa, hang on, they have a player down. Our secret card is a suspension. Let's make them 2 players down, and you take off Mantovani, the best defender.
That was smart. I think that's smart. I mean, if they can take advantage of this, that's going to be very smart for
I know.
for juniors.
So they need David that minute. Oi.
Hey!
Oh, getting a little bit heated.
Ref is the north, eh?
Augusto Fernandez
Oh.
having a little chuckle there. Oh, Augusto, that's not clever.
Dale.
Well, they're down at 4, man. This is
interesting
not-
now. This stage is set for juniors. Let's see what they can do with this. This is very important. What a moment for them.
I think, why, says Augusto.
Yeah.
Well, I think we know why, really.
He's asking for an explanation. So he just, no explanation said.
Well, I think it was all a bit heated, wasn't it?
It was.
And then he sort of, I think he might have said a couple of things. He was only about 4 yards from us, so.
This is going to be very interesting to see.
So 4 against 7. At least for a minute until David Lopez gets back on. Or David Lopez or another player
Exactly.
who can come on. No, they're going to use.
Science.
That for me is just doesn't make sense to use your goal with a double value.
With 4 players on the field.
Problem is though, they've only got 3 minutes left.
Right, yeah.
So you've got to use it before the 38th minute. So they've been late using that card. That's not.
They were late, yeah.
That's not particularly smart use of the card there, I don't think, from Dani Romo. Because, you know, they're not likely to score a goal in the next 4 minutes. Who knows? Odder things have happened in Kings League. Right now it is very much backs to the wall. And just trying to work that space. Once again, we've seen Sekic likes to cut inside, use his left foot. It's like watching Manchester City, isn't it?
It is.
Goes left, it goes right. Can you work the shooting chance? You can. Great defending. And the header goes into the hands of Danny Perez.
So 30 seconds left with the advantage.
This still David Lopez comes on, then they'll have 5, but still a long way to go.
30 seconds could be very long.
Does a good job there. Fans are singing, no puede, no puede. They can't, they can't. Bit of a... So would it be fair to say that they're maybe leaning towards favouring Sayans?
Well, obviously because they've had more experience in the Kings League, maybe they're more popular with these rather than these wildcard teams.
David Lopez back on, so they've got 5 players now, Sayans, and they'll have Augusto back in 28 seconds.
So the advantage wasn't very well used.
Hero comes on. Just doing good idea bringing Hero on because he's quick, he's energetic. If you get a counter-attack, he's the man you want on the ball, him or Danny. I think you want Daniel Linares on fresh for the last couple of minutes when the last 2 minutes, any goal is double value. Can they score? Once again, Dani Perez. There was a bit of naughtiness there, to be fair. It was so off the ball, I didn't see it.
I don't know if he did it by himself or someone did it to him.
I think they're once again stopping the clock. Let's have a look.
Nothing there.
No, is there anything here?
No, come on.
I think that sort of
That's unnecessary.
that implies what we think about that fall.
There you go,
from Dani
president
Perez.
penalty.
You've both got to have them before, yeah, exactly. 2 president penalties. So our game will now see. Will it be after this corner? No, it won't. It'll be now. So our 2 president. Well, we won't be 2 president penalties. It'll be. Oh, will it? Yeah. Jonas will take it for juniors.
And the grab for Sayan. So let's see how this could change the match.
We saw games yesterday where the president penalty absolutely vital in the final result. In fact, for when Rayo Barcelona went out, the only goal they scored was their president, Spursito.
No.
Gut, scheißegal. Mann gegen Mann, Mann gegen Mann. Wir hauen sie weg, kapiert? 1 gegen 1, bei 1 gegen 1 gibt's Shoodown, okay? Come on, Jonas! Juniors! Come on, Junge! Your time! Jubel, Junge!
He's getting into the local colour, isn't he?
Yeah, there he is with his mariachi hats. Is he gonna take it? He's gonna take the president penalty with the mariachi hat, obviously.
Let's get the home fans on board, eh? Let's get the home
And
fans
he's
on
doing
board.
exactly just that. The crowd is going crazy for this.
I don't think I'd be taking the penalty wearing the hat, though.
I think that's a little bit uncomfortable. Those hats are heavy.
Oh, yeah, I just thought I'm just thinking about the wind resistance.
So if you add the wind resistance with the weight,
By the way, once after the 38th minute, you can vote for our MVP. You'll get 4 names at the bottom of the screen for your MVP, and you can vote on the Kings League Twitch site, if I am not mistaken. I'm going to say I think that for me, Dani Perez would be my call. Made some great saves.
yeah, he's like, come on, hurry up, hurry
You
up.
know you're going to take the penalty. Get your boots on first, man.
Just come in ready already, right? It's taking
you've gotta put
forever.
your boots on, haven't you? Fill your boots with your feet.
One of the priorities today and throughout this entire Kings World Cup is to make things a little bit more speedier, faster. So we can get in as many games as possible in the in as little time as possible.
How many times in your life as watching football, though, have you watched a man stride forward wearing a mariachi hat to take a penalty to level a match?
Not many.
Not many. This is why Kings.
See, he's going to take it off. It's not comfortable. That's not a comfortable hat at all.
I did not know that. I thought it'd be light. I thought it'd be something very
They're
straw
very
and light.
heavy.
Oh, yes, about your knowledge.
All right, let's see.
Oh, good penalty, but even better save. Danny Perez. Is that Danny? Have they made a substitute? It is indeed Danny Perez.
You were saying about the MVP?
Take a bow, take a bow.
So now he gives you a larger reason to vote for him as MVP.
See, if Gref puts this away, there'll be 2 goals up. 2 minutes to play, but a goal for juniors. Let's not forget, would be worth double.
That's right.
Saying that, I've been quite impressed by Tim Buff, who looks pretty quick and agile himself, the Hoffenheim 2 goalkeeper. Just wonder if maybe his lack of height might stop him when it comes to the Bundesliga, but thank you very much, Juan Carlos. Just shot you might have seen a piece of white paper floating across the pitch. It would have been my notes, were it not for his reflexes.
We are very close to the pitch. Very, very close.
So, can the Gref? Can he bury this? Make it 2-0? Oh, he can. Sends him the wrong way. Back of the net. Big celebrations. 2 minutes to play. 2 goals to the good.
But this can change. This can change.
Yeah, a goal from juniors would make it 2-2. So the last 2 minutes, goals are worth double.
But I don't know, given the game that Danny Perez has had, doesn't look that easy. He's had a great game today. Obviously, stopping the president penalty.
Keeps on his line well there. There's Buff, but couldn't get to it. So, they've gone to the wrong goal. They're at the other end. You're at the right. This isn't the first time we've seen this happen. Come on, come on. Hop, chop, chop.
So literally, it's pick it up as we go with sometimes
Exactly,
explaining the rules.
And there you see 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes plus injury time. Goal worth double. And we play it with a nice bright orange ball as well.
That's probably my favorite rule of the Kings League.
Because it just means that everything is in the air
Exactly.
unless, you know, someone's getting an absolute caning.
Bayer Leverkusen would really have loved this rule.
I wish them all the best. Now we of course start off where we left off, which is with... No, hang on, we should start off with a rush to the middle. We should start off with a rush to the middle. We're just saying, the referee saying that we're back where we were because one of the... we didn't see it. One of the juniors players was a bit quick off the line. So
I think that was Sekic.
So, tick-tock. It is Sekic. Ooh, that hits an arm. Is it deliberate? Is it close to the body? Was there a foul on the keeper? Once again, we'll have a little bit of a VAR consultation. There are your options for MVP. And what do you think?
Look who's winning.
People have been listening to us. That's
Of
good to hear.
course.
Yeah, he's in a wee bit late there, isn't he?
That was...
Some of the fans behind the goals shouting penalty, penalty. Certainly it looks to hit an arm. Seeing it live, the big question is, was it? Yellow card for Damar Ragovic. He had a pretty good view of that incident, I'd have thought.
and then he's like, I'm sorry.
I have a handball first. Let me go take
Whoops.
Oh, I don't think he's apologising.
I think he's
Omar,
gonna look
tenemos
at
tarjeta amarilla para el coach.
the handball.
Tell me-
Oh, there it is. Oh, I think that's a handball.
No, hang on. That's to me, that's handball. That's an arm a little bit away from the body,
Penalty.
which would be worth double.
Look at Mario Götze. Look at Mario Götze.
Komm mal runter jetzt.
This could change everything.
Yeah, I think ref is pretty sporting. I think he accepts that. Penaltazo. Yeah, that means it's a very
Clear penalty, and the Sayan side is accepting this.
So it's going to be Mohamed Youssef to take this. Is it? Oh no, it's Ashkan. Is it 21 or 27? Reading his back.
21.
I tell a lie. It's Ashkan. Reliable. Oh, he's put it wide. He wasn't that reliable. Well.
Alemania no sabe cómo chutar penaltis. Aquí en España sí.
They're saying Germany doesn't know how to take penalties. In Spain, we do.
Incredible, eh? I mean,
Han fallado dos.
a player who has spent his career with Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Wolfsburg and Tractor FC in Iran, and playing lots and lots of games for his country, misses a penalty, and the Gref's penalty hit the back of the net. Such is the Kings League.
So help me help you. There's no way you can aspire to win a Kings League match if you don't take advantage of two opportunities. When they were down,
Yep.
Sayans were down, three players, and they couldn't take advantage of that. And then you have a penalty in the last 2 minutes.
And the President penalty.
So,
They've had it, and they've had it there, haven't they, in their hands.
so there's no way of helping you now, guys.
3 minutes to add on.
So maybe now something can happen. But if they haven't taken I insist, if they haven't taken advantage of those situations before, it's going to be hard for them to take it now in these last 3 minutes.
So Sayan's looking for a goal that would kill this game. It's still not dead. We're still not guaranteed to avoid a shootout. Dani Linares unleashes one well blocked.
Is it me or is the temperature rising?
And the temperature's rising. And it will continue to rise through our 8 matches in this opening session of the Kings
3
World
weeks.
Cup. Out that one goes. Minute gone of the injury time. Dani Perez romping it in the vote for MVP. Remember, you can vote on the Kings League Twitch site. I think there's a link that you can connect to.
Yep, on Twitch.
Good challenge from Mantovani. That's going to go out for a throw for a corner. Oh, so it's not for Sayans, it's for juniors.
Let's see what they can do in this last minute and a half. It's not looking promising for the German side.
What play on, says the referee. So again, Mantovani looking for that. Goes down holding everything, and that is a yellow card. It's not what you want, it's Dombo. Who has to trot off, doesn't really complain about it.
He did avoid a very important situation in the first half, but it wasn't enough.
Just a minute left.
So on next is going to be Peluche Caligari against the Postro. See, it's going to be interesting to see the Hazard brothers in action.
Can they finish it? No, they can't. By the way, it's Ephraim Hazard, if I'm correct. I'll just check. Yeah, Ethan Hazard, not Thorsten. Eden and Ethan. And once again, Dani Perez makes the claim. Linares just needs to keep the ball, really. To David Lopez. Referee's got his whistle ready to blow, and there is the final whistle. So the first team into the knockout in the second stage, the second round of the Kings World Cup.
¡Vamos!
Are the Spanish
¡Vamos!
champions, Sayan.
Bien, Diana. Gracias por vuestro kit.
And juniors will have
Gracias,
another
Es
opportunity still.
un grande.
They do indeed have another
Gracias, Chan,
chance.
por vuestro kit. Os queremos. 1-0. Esto acaba de empezar. El primer paso ya lo hemos dado.
Everyone goes
El
over
siguiente rival será el
to
ganador
congratulate the
entre
man of the match.
muchachos
Danny
y
Perez
por
made
fin,
a
Jorge
good
Pablo
save.
Fernández.
Outstanding save.
Yeah, what a game he has. He was key for this Sayan's victory going on to the next round. But that's not it for juniors. They still have another opportunity to make it into the knockout stage.
To be fair, they weren't outclassed. They had their chances. They could easily have won that. They could easily have won that, but that just shows you can't.
But it's key to take advantage of those situations.
Yeah, you need to know how to play 4 against 3, and you just have to take your penalties. You can't miss penalties like that and expect to win a match. Let's have a look at the stats for that. Well, I must confess I'm not a great fan of predicting goals. Look at the shots target though,
Yeah,
18 and 9 on target against 10 and 4.
impressive.
They actually had more passes as well, juniors, more of the ball,
And possession too.
but they lost because they had 2 penalties they didn't take, and they couldn't take advantage when their rivals, when Sayans were down to 4 men on the pitch.
Honestly, in football, possession doesn't matter. It's whether you take your chances and take advantage of the situations and put that ball in the net. Obviously looking very positive, and the Spanish side are very happy. And obviously the crowd here in Mexico City supporting Sayan, as you can see on your screen right now.
Having a little celebration with their fans.
It's fun to see where they get all their gear. Look.
It's on sale, you can buy it on the website, all the Kings League equipment. It's all for sale if you want it.
Mexican fans are loving this. Look at that.
A por el Mundial, all go for the World Cup. Always Super Science. Obviously you can watch the Spanish Info League, InfoJobs Kings League here.
I bet these guys are having a blast here. Some of them were arriving during the weekend, throughout last week too. So that was the first match of the Kings World Cup. Exciting match, huh?
Yeah, in the balance right until the end. We're just going to get, in a moment, we're just going to see our pitch side reporter as Danny Perez ready for a quick word. There's Agosto.
A quick
Yo, pero aquí está tu Jason MVP, enhorabuena.
Muchas gracias, la verdad que era un partido complicado para nosotros, no hemos podido ver nada, no sabíamos a lo que nos enfrentábamos, solemos preparar mucho los partidos y este no hemos podido, pero bueno, este equipo compite contra todo y contra todos, es increíble cómo se deja la vida, entonces bueno, no podía tener otro resultado.
Lo han puesto difícil los alemanes, pero ahí has estado tú en la portería para evitar el gol de penalti que te has parado y el otro que has parado con una mirada.
Sí, la verdad es que tienen un equipazo, tienen gente de muchísima calidad, gente profesional, que nosotros, bueno, sí tenemos 3 profesionales increíbles, pero por general no somos profesionales, pero bueno, aún así me encuentro muy bien, hoy me he encontrado muy bien, muy cómodo, entonces estoy muy contento.
Enhorabuena y a disfrutarlo.
Muchas gracias.
Less than 7 of us. Thank you very much. There you go, lads. First team into the next round. Sayans. Your juniors will have another crack at it. And your next match. As I look to my right,
huge crowd there.
Peluche, the cuddly toys will leave you a few highlights. And we'll be back with another match in a very, very brief period of time.
allá. ¿En cuál cámara estoy? Estoy allá. ¿En cuál cámara estoy? A ver, allá. Saludos. Estoy aquí con toda la afición de Peluche Caligari. En serio, el ambiente de Peluche siempre es impresionante. ¿Qué piensas de que van a jugar Peluche Caligari contra Eden Hazard?
Mira, Eden Hazard es un excelente jugador. Sin embargo, vino a México a perder y arriba Tijuana.
¡Arriba Tijuana! ¿Cuánto queda el partido hoy?
Gana el Peluche 5-2.
5-2.
Goles de Furby.
Goles de Furby. Esto es un poco el ambiente aquí, la gradería está llena, aquí es un escándalo. Tienen tambores, tienen máscaras, tienen todo, peluches por allá. Vamos con los casters, aquí yo voy a seguir apoyando, por supuesto, a mi equipo de Américas.
Right, heading into the second game of the first match day here in the inaugural Kings World Cup. We've got one of the biggest names in the competition taking to the field in here.
Mariachi!
Oh yeah. I think you can explain us about this.
Oh yeah, they're singing El Rey, which is the king. One of the most famous, most popular songs by Mariachi. What an entrance by Peluche Caligari. That's Escorpión Dorado and whatever tomorrow. Look at that, they're all coming in with a luchador mask.
I love those masks.
Oh yeah.
Iconic.
Iconic. Having a taste of the culture here in Mexico City. Of course, you cannot miss mariachi when you're down here in Mexico.
That's it, we're getting a bit of everything, a taste, a local taste here at the Kings League Arena in Mexico City. And I just love these moments when I love to think what a player like Eden Hazard is thinking. You know, he's playing football, he's playing football at the highest level, and here he is watching a mariachi band with a wrestling mask. So this is the Kings League. This is the Kings League in a nutshell. It's the football, which is great, as we've just seen in that first game, which was tight, which had brilliant football display, but it's also the entertainment. It's a bit of fun, you know, it's light-hearted.
This is a party, and obviously, look at the crowd. You can tell who are going to be locals today.
Oh, yeah. They're always very well supported, Peluche Caligari. Of course, there are quite a few Mexican teams, but I feel like they generate the biggest support.
Exactly.
I don't know if the Montiel brothers, you're from here, they're huge. Or...
They are very big in Mexico. Escorpión and whatever are very, very big in Mexico.
Well, that little show to get things underway. On the other side, we could see the Belgians a little bit more sort of going through their traditional warm-up and not putting on so much of a show, but we're really fascinated to see the Hazard brothers. Obviously, it's the youngest brother, Eden Hazard, who we don't know a great deal about because he's still very young, still hasn't sort of made it onto the professional scene. But of course, Eden Hazard, I think a lot of us are here to see him play.
Yes. He is a legend of world football. Had a great run with Chelsea, with Real Madrid. He was very unlucky with injuries.
Yep.
Let's try and see if we can hear something from
Thank you so much.
I'm going to do one question in Spanish because we're in Mexico. That's okay?
Audio isn't coming.
Okay.
I like
¿Cómo fue tu fichaje para el Petrovska?
Nada, me llamo Gerard Piqué y ya está. Hablamos un poco, 15 minutos. Me ha dicho que hay una World Cup en México y ha dicho sí, vale, hay que jugar con amigos y estamos todos juntos para jugar.
And now, well, I'm going to do one in English, okay? So how are you feeling out there in the training field?
We feel very confident. You know, we have people with talent. We have people that they know to play football, so it's going to be fun. We're just going to be here to win the game, so that's it. And have fun also.
And I heard that you're playing with your brother. How is that dynamic going?
It's good. It's always nice to play with his brother. You know, I had the chance to play with my brother in the national team. Now I'm playing Kings League with my little brother, so it can be just amazing.
It just can't get any better, right?
Yeah, true.
Well, welcome to the Kings World Cup and good luck.
Thank you so much. Gracias.
Didn't work for him at Real Madrid. I think we were slightly robbed of this genius for a couple of years.
And I do have to say, I think he's one of the highlights of this Kings World Cup.
Definitely.
A lot of people are gonna want to see him play. I mean, he is a legend of modern football, as you said.
Definitely. Definitely. He's got his number 10. He's got the captain's armband. And, you know, something that I noticed in that first game that you two were commentating on was the fact that the German side, the rules, the kickoff, they would always run off. They would do a full start.
They did it twice.
Exactly. So they'll probably learn from that for the next game. But there are those things that sort of need to get bedded into these teams that aren't used to playing.
Yeah. So, that introduction, let's see if it plays up to the expectation from Peluche Caligari. I mean, they've set the bar way up as for introductions. So we're about to start here in Mexico City.
Well, the players lining up, getting ready to come out. Peluche Caligari, who in the Kings League Americas, for most of the competition, were at the top end of the table, looked like the team to beat, and they sort of fell apart towards the end, missing out on the final, and I think they're a little bit disappointed heading to the World Cup with how their season went, but they've got some big names, they've got some big characters. You've got Shaggy, who's one of the most iconic players.
You can identify right away Shaggy Martinez. He was a very good professional player in the Mexican League. Champion of Liga MX with Cruz Azul. He played for Club America. He played for some very interesting teams as a professional at Liga MX. And of course, here's a little bit of fair play right before the hostilities begin.
Oh, hands being shaken by the players, as we say, a couple of former professionals for Deptostra with Yanis Saliba, who played for Mallorca. Remember, it wasn't his best little stint there in Mallorca, but Brulmans, who played at Genk. You got the Hazard brothers and Peluche Caligari, as you said. Shaggy, who's an icon. Luis Lofoya Jackson, he does look a little bit like the initial Michael Jackson, not Michael Jackson towards the end of his life. But and he
I love the comparison.
and he brings out the Jackson dance moves when he scores a goal as well. So Peluche Caligari are all about the show.
They are all about, I mean, if that introduction wasn't enough.
No, yeah. Okay, so
they are all about the show. Let's see if they can put a show on the field.
Okay, so cards are being drawn. Both managers are Rocky Peters for Deptostra of Belgium, Angel Reina
also
for
a very successful Mexican player. He played national team several times. He played for Club America, for Rayados de Monterrey. A very interesting player. He was good with the ball. He was your classic number 10 player.
Okay. This is why we love to have you here, JC. You know, you give us the intel in Mexican football. Right. So the clock is starting to count down. Let's see which players are going to start off the game. We can see Thomas Chesneau going in goal, of course, for Deptostra. He came through at the academy at Paris Saint-Germain. So he's at least got that pedigree in terms of goalkeeping qualities. Georgie Gillikens will join him. And the ball will drop from the heavens. First possession will be for Peluche Caligari, Luis Lofoya Jackson. Let's see if we get a goal in this one-on-one. We didn't get one earlier in the first game.
The first game was very contested, and let's see.
Oh, that's a good tackle from Gillikens. I thought Lofoya had got away from him. A good recovery challenge. And it's back with Peluche. Lofoya will have another go at Gillikens. Showing him onto his right foot. Lofoya, of course, looking for his left foot. And it's just wide of Thomas Chesneau's goal. Oh, we've seen Gillikens defending. Let's see what he's got in his locker in attack.
He's taking things a little bit slow.
Oh, he goes for the shot. Well, he didn't think about it too much, did he? Step out to the right and boom.
All right, now on Shaggy Martinez and Nabil Jadi.
Goalkeeper coming out. James on the right. That's a good challenge again in defense from Deptostra. Shaggy telling him there's no way through.
He's telling James, go back and goal, come on. Hustle back to the goal.
Chesno now on the ball. Needs a bit of movement from his teammates. Jadi is very deep.
See, I'm finding very interesting to see the teams that have had experience in Kings League before do look different from the teams that have not had experience in Kings League. Let's see.
Oh, Jadi getting away from Shaggy. It's come off the post. James getting a leg onto it. And now there's a transition. Shaggy on the counter-attack. Still Shaggy. Fine save from Tomas Chesno. You definitely see that there's a difference in the way that they build up in these 3-on-3.
Yeah, the strategies.
I think the goalkeepers seem to be more comfortable.
Exactly. That's one of the main differences I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And then the referees, I'm seeing that they have to explain some of the rules to some of the players, but they're gonna get the hang of it.
They'll get the hang of it.
Exactly.
Sure. Unfortunately for them, they might get penalised by the time they've got the hang of it.
It might be too late.
It might be
right?
too late.
Yeah.
But they're holding their own here. We're almost 3 minutes into it. And it's Deptostra in possession of the ball.
Yeah, Jadi's looking confused.
Jeez.
He's like, what, can I go? Can I attack?
Conversation ongoing with the referee. That's a good ball out wide, and it's sliced over the crossbar by Sepp Brulmans.
Oh, look who's going to come on in the next minute.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Looking forward to this.
I'm getting my phone ready to capture the moment.
This is a moment, yeah.
Of course.
Lofoya. Shot is blocked. It falls to Furby. Another iconic name in the Kings League Americas. Rebound for Shaggy. Furby. Deep defending here from Deptostra. It's another shot blocked by Gillikens. Furby with the through ball. It's saved by Tomas Chesno. And there he is. That noise indicates that Eden Hazard has joined the party. And there's a mistake at the back from Deptostra. They're looking for Shaggy. Get the ball to Eden. Here he is, Hazard, first touch of the ball. Brulmans. Bit of space out wide. Oh, the shot, I thought it was in from Victor Boone.
We have chances by both sides already. So it's been quite a hectic start to the game.
Let's see how much the players respect Hazard as well.
Yeah, that's going to be also interesting to see. I mean, he was one of the best during his time. It's going to be interesting to see further on today, Francesco Totti, a legend, World Cup winner in 2006, with one of the best Italian teams in history.
Furby's shot is wide, and Totti, I want to see Totti shooting. This football format seems to be perfect for Francesco Totti.
With that,
he's got that cannon.
Yes, of course, that famous leg by the Italian.
Deptostra holding on here, 0-0. Not really coming out of their half too much. Chesno looking for options. Intercepted by Lofoya. Well, that's a strong challenge.
That was. You can hear it even with the headphones on.
Jadi. Hazard. Oh, and he got his pocket picked from behind by Huitron.
And the people really love that defensive intervention. He hasn't had much of the ball yet, Eden Hazard. Possession has been pretty much during these last 2 or 3 minutes on the feet of the Peluche Caligari players.
They've definitely looked like a side who are asking more questions here. Peluche Caligari. Shaggy. Shot is saved well by Tomas Chesno. You know, Caligari, I've always thought Peluche, obviously we know what it means in Spanish, but is Caligari something to do
With the band?
Mexico? Or, oh, it's the band.
There's a band, yeah.
Okay.
Los Caligaris.
Okay, okay.
Not Cagliari like in Italy, but
Yeah,
Caligari.
Caligari, yeah.
Caligari. So I think they both are taking it easier. They're not in a hurry to get the ball across the field, except there.
Jali, oh, can you get it out wide to Salibur? Salibur turning one way, then the others. He kept it in play. It'll be a throw-in for De Tostra.
Angel Reina is not happy with that call. Look at that. The coach by Peluche Caligari. He was not happy.
Was there an offside there? Eden Hazard, oh no! He slipped. It was almost the perfect moment.
It was.
Oh.
Just by a little. I mean, I think the pitch there gave him a hard time.
Oh no. It's the kind of finish that he would have had at Real Madrid at the end when he was completely devoid of any confidence.
Angel Reina, the coach for Peluche Caligari, the manager for Peluche Caligari, he was known when he was a player for being quite the troublemaker.
Well, he's living up to that so far. Furby looking for the cross. He's forced the corner as it's turned behind by Victor Boone.
We're almost to the 10-minute mark, and it has been...
Oh, that's an awkward corner. Can they score from the rebound? Thomas Chesno getting up quickly. And he dropped it at the first time of asking.
We're almost at the 10-minute mark, and it's been more introduction than actually on the field, except for that last play. The closest so far by Peluche Caligari.
Yeah, Peluche Caligari being close. Although you do feel if Hazard hadn't slipped,
that could have been
maybe
the first
would
goal
be in
of
the lead.
match. Yeah.
But yes, certainly Peluche Caligari showing why they're one of the most feared teams from the Kings League Americas. Lozoya. Now Furby switching play towards Dani Lopez. Too much on that ball.
I love the crowd for Peluche Caligari. They are colorful.
There's a big Peluche in that stand as well. Big teddy bear. Oh, into the ceiling.
I think Hazard looks at the referee and he's like, what do we do now?
Can I bring that down?
Yeah. What happens when the ball hits the ceiling?
Lozoya, space in the middle for Shaggy. He turns, he runs, Eden Hazard gets a foot in. Now Salibur, good challenge again from Lozoya. He's putting in a very good defensive effort, and that is blocked by Gillikens.
So possession 55% with Peluche Caligari, which is, I think, a little bit obvious for what we've seen in these first 10 minutes.
Almost low, 55.
Yeah, I agree. I could have guessed it was over 60% maybe.
Another long distance shot going wide from Lozoya.
Other than those first 5 minutes and that corner kick, not much action in this first half rather than that.
Yeah, the first half sometimes can be a little bit cagey in Kingsley, but the good thing,
but
which
the second half,
so many things happen, is that there's always going to be excitement at some stage in the game.
Obviously, that's what the Kings League is all about, and this Kings World Cup is not going to let us down. I guarantee that.
Oh, Withdrawn! He smashes the ball into the roof of the net. First goal for Peluche Caligari. And they go 1-0 up against the Tostra. Oh, that was some shot, eh?
That was quite a shot.
I think Chesno was surprised by the effort from Huidron. Maybe wasn't expecting him to shoot from such long distance.
I think he could have done a little bit more to get to that ball.
Maybe, yeah.
It looks like he could have done a little bit more.
And Brumans looking to respond immediately for Deptostra.
It's going to be interesting now to see how Deptostra can react. They haven't had the ball much, and only that one chance by Eden Hazard. I think that's about it in this first half.
Yeah, the scenario changes for them as well, because it was okay at 0-0. They didn't mind it being a little bit cagey, but now they need to score a goal. They need to change their approach. This is Corona for Peluche. Shaggy, first time ball. That smacked him in the face. He's done well to get up.
Yeah, that was intense. That can hit him straight in the face.
I think that's your old school Belgian sort of defender. Yeah. Keep playing.
Oh, watch out.
Reina.
Jackson was not having any of Brumans. Yeah, the referee talks to both of them. He tells them both to come. And let's keep playing.
Es banda, ¿no?
Right, so the game resumes. 13 minutes played. Peluche 1-0 up. This man scoring the only goal. Huidron. Out to Dani Lopez. Catching practice for Chesno. Jadi is playing himself into an awkward position. It's comfortable to dribble out of his own box. Brumans.
That's a pretty high pressure that Peluche Caligari are doing.
Not letting them play it out from the back. Jadi, well, might as well give it a go.
That's another way to create chances. So now Ogre on for Deptostra.
Hazard's holding out there. You know, they've been telling us before the tournament that he wasn't in great shape and he'd only be out there for a couple of bursts, but he's been playing for a while now.
With the heat and the altitude, that can affect a player like him. Monterrey is not that high up there.
Another shot goes wide for Deptostra. It's Jordi Gillikens again. They're starting to shoot at least. Let's see what James Hernandez is made of.
Brumans and Ogres were trying to coordinate who was going to play where. Maybe a little bit more coordination by Deptostra would help them.
Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. We see Ismail Valadif, who's come onto the field of play. Target man up front. There he is, controlling with his chest. That's just about avoided the ceiling.
Ismael Valadez, also a player for Cruz Azul, Toluca, and Atlante, along with other clubs. Important player also in Liga MX here in the Mexican Football League.
And he looks like a strong target man, centre forward, who can sort of hold off the defender. Now comes Ogier, gives it straight to Shaggy. Hazard asking for the foul, not given. Valadez comes down the other end. Cuts inside, the shot from Valadez, and Thomas Chesno was unsighted. It's 2-0 to Peluche Caligari, and everybody's sprinting out to celebrate with Ismail Valadez, who scored 7 goals in the Kings League Americas, and he's now scored his first goal here in the World Cup.
Yeah, it looks like Chesno was not expecting that at all.
No reaction from the goalkeeper.
He changed the direction of the ball when maybe Chesno thought he was going to shoot it to the other side. I think they're changing for a foul.
Oh, he's asking you to see.
Yeah, no.
It's a foul.
Wrong window.
That's the best thing about being in this position. They think we're referees.
We're integrated with the VAR here.
Making enemies with some of the players.
We should get T-shirts that say,
yeah, like
not us,
referee, yeah.
not us.
Lozoya. Brumans. Turns, plays it to Hazard. And Hazard, oh, I thought he was coming off. He's going to continue on the field of play. Furby doing well to come away with the ball. It's still Furby. He's got Valadez for the 2-on-2, and I think they've given handball.
Yeah. That was Brumans asking for the handball. Quite intensely.
It's a bit of a nightmare, Juan Carlos, isn't it? Some of these Belgian names, I have to look at the sheet all the time. You know, you've got Peter Kempeneers at number 33. They're very difficult to sort of
Have you ever
memorize.
had to comment on a game of the Polish league? That's hard.
I was wondering why you're looking so relaxed.
Just gotta go with flow.
Well, 80 minutes are up. Here's the free. Oh, there's been no time for the free kick. That's
the countdown. It's a countdown.
That's another thing that they need to learn. The countdown. It's a running clock, and it stops at 18.
Yeah,
It's a free kick.
Yeah, the referee's explaining to the players, to the Toscana players, that they cannot play with the countdown. That's part of the rules.
It's very terrible.
Okay,
It's very
but
terrible.
it's a contact. It's a countdown.
It's quite pick it up as you go with these brand new teams.
No, for me, no, it's a little. I have
Tito Villa, the striker for Muchachos FC, he was the top scorer for the first Kings League Americas.
Nuestro pronóstico del dado es
1 contra 1, a ver si Hazard hace diabluras.
yo 2 contra 2 para que el peluche devore.
But once you get it, and you're on your way. Let's see what the dice gives us.
What do we get at 2?
So it's 2 against 2.
Okay. Well, these 2-on-2s generally mean that things are going to happen. But yeah, as you say, those things about the rules, Tito Villa, once you get them, you're probably playing instinctively. You're not having to think these players.